If you guys knew what was going on right now in my life, I think you guys would be pretty shocked. I've been really terrible at vlogging lately. I'm really sorry. There's been so many like weird things going on in my life that like I don't even know how to fucking put that in a video, but I will eventually, like I said, because whatever. But putting you is up really fast. Okay. So I've been in a really weird mood today, and I'm blaming it on these iron pills that my doctor gave me. So for those of you guys that don't know, I've been going to the doctor a lot recently because I've been having like a lot of different things going on. I'm not going to go into too much detail about what some of the things you guys know, like I had the hand issue, but there's something like way bigger going on that I just don't feel comfortable talking about. I think I explained this like in one of my last vlogs, but I'm doing some things to try to help with my back pain. So I started, well, I haven't started, but like tomorrow I go to physical therapy. For that, I started doing acupuncture. So I went to my first acupuncture appointment yesterday. So basically, I go in there, I write down on my paperwork, whatever, like the problems that I'm having. So Travis came with me because I have really bad anxiety, and for the first time I like would feel more comfortable if he was there. We go in and he like asked me to stick my tongue out. So I'm like sticking my tongue out at him. He's taking my pulse. He's like, yeah, you're definitely anemic. And I'm like, oh, that's weird because, you know, I've gotten a bunch of blood work done recently and like that never came up with my doctors that I was low on iron. And a lot of you guys, like when I was telling you I was having like really low energy and just like lethargic and tired all the time, a lot of you guys were like, you're probably anemic, you're probably anemic. And I was like, no, like I've been to the doctors. They told me I'm not anemic. Well, this doctor, it's like not a traditional doctor. They practice, I think it's like ancient Chinese medicine, I think is what acupuncture is. Well, like right away, like after like 5 seconds of being with me, he's like, you're anemic. I don't care what your doctor said. Like you need to be on iron pills. So I was like, oh, okay. Like, well, that's good. Like I was happy that he like said that because, you know, you want to find out what's wrong with you and whatever. So he gave me these iron pills. Oh wait, hold on. I gotta tell you the rest of the story because it gets good. So he puts the needles like, you know, in certain spots all around me, and then after that he leaves me and lets me like sit there for 30 minutes and like relax. Well, I had read online and like Yelp reviews for this guy that like they're like, oh, it's so relaxing, like blah blah blah. Well, like that was not relaxing for me at all. Like it felt uncomfortable. I almost felt like some of the needles like were in like nerves, so like if I moved it would feel uncomfortable, and even if I didn't move it was like a weird feeling. Like I don't know how to describe it, but when he came back in to check on me, I just like asked him if it was normal. He's like, yeah, that's totally normal. So I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. So I could deal with that. Like, whatever, being uncomfortable for 30 minutes, like not a big deal, you know. We all know I've had way worse pain and shit to deal with in my life. That was nothing. Well, then he comes in and he takes him out, and I'm like, oh, it's over. Thank God I could like relax now. And he's like, okay, I'm gonna have you turn over. We're gonna do some cupping. And I'm like, okay, I've seen cupping before, so this is like, it's not like I didn't know what it was, but I had never had it done to me before. I'm like, okay, no big deal. So I turn around, I lay on my stomach, and I see these big glass balls, like jar things, that he's like taking or whatever and putting on my back. They looked like sexual. I know that sounds really bad, but like, I don't know, it just reminded me of something out of like a sex shop or something. So he starts putting on my back and then he starts suctioning them. And I'm not even joking, like all of a sudden I was like, no, get those fucking things off me. That shit hurts. Like, this is really hurting me. I don't like it. I'm like, is it supposed to hurt? Like, because I'm very, like, how do I say it? It's not that I'm not assertive. I just don't like hurting people's feelings. Like, I cared more about hurting the doctor's feelings than I did about me being in pain and, like, saying something. So at first, I was just like, is it supposed to hurt? And he's like, no. And I'm like, and he keeps putting them on, like, and he's doing it really fast. And so all of a sudden, all these fucking balls are on my back, and all of them are suctioned, and it is like, literally, it felt like, for those of you guys that are new to my channel or don't know, I broke my back in a car accident. I've had multiple surgeries on my back, and I have this scar. I don't know if you guys can see it, but this is a scar, goes like all the way up my back. There's a lot of scar tissue from that scar. Like they've cut open my muscles like multiple times in the same spot. And so when he put those little suction balls like on my back and suctioned them, it almost felt like where my scar is, that it was like ripping open from like the inside out. You know, like my muscles felt like they were ripping open, and I was like, I don't like this hurts, can we take them off? And he was like, yeah. He's like, let me just try like not putting so much suction. So I'm like, okay. And I'm like holding in tears because this is like extremely fucking painful for me. I wasn't expecting it. Like I wasn't prepared for this. I really only thought I was going in to get the little acupuncture needle things. I didn't know any about the cupping thing. Still on there, and I'm like, okay, I'm about to start fucking crying and freaking out because this is too much pain for me to handle. I don't even like people touching my back. Like I don't even like someone putting their hand around my back to give me a hug because it hurts, and my back is just very sensitive. All of a sudden I start crying. I couldn't hold it in any longer. I felt really bad because this is like, you know, the first time this doctor is seeing me, and you know, first impressions are everything, and I just like felt like he probably thought I was like the worst patient. I didn't want to hurt his feeling. I'm like, I don't like this. I don't like this anymore. I don't want to do this. Like those were just the things that were coming out of my mouth, and then I just started crying. So he like took them off really fast. I'm like, I'm sorry, my back is just really sensitive. He's like, yeah, you must be really sensitive, because I don't think it's supposed to hurt. I don't know, never had it done before. I didn't really research it or look into it because I wasn't planning on getting it, but I don't think it's supposed to hurt, and it was really painful for me. So he took it off, and he's like, okay, and then he left the room, and then he came back in the room right away, and he's like, I'm gonna put some lint mitt on. And I was like, okay, I don't know what the fuck that is. Like, but now I'm scared for you to do anything to me, doctor, because you just put me in an excruciating amount of pain. And for anyone that has like really bad anxiety, I don't mean like, I feel like sometimes when people say anxiety, they think of just being like stressed out. That's not the type of anxiety that I'm talking about. The anxiety I'm talking about is more severe. It's actual anxiety. Like, I have generalized anxiety disorder. So when I say I'm having anxiety, when I say that, I don't mean like, oh my God, I'm stressing out, I'm freaking out. I mean like, there is now adrenaline going through my body for no reason. I mean, well, maybe I was having anxiety from what just happened to me, but like, I mean, just like in general, I'll get that for no reason at all. And then I'll feel like I'm dying and my heart is racing, and like, I feel like something really bad is about to happen. And like, if you look up the definition for an anxiety attack, like, that's what I mean when I say I started to have anxiety. If you have anxiety like that, and someone is about to put some cream on your back, which is like a really sensitive place for me, that you don't know what it is and you don't know what it's going to do to you, it will freak you out. And so he put this stuff on my back, and at this point I was just really glad those fucking cupping things were off of me. He put the thing on my back. I can't even really think about that because at this point I'm still crying, and I'm crying because I started to get flashbacks from my accident after like I was experiencing a lot of pain with my back. Like how do I explain this? Like, I think because I had like a lot of pain in the same place where I had a really bad accident, I started getting flashbacks. And so even though the cupping things were off my back, I was crying because I was really emotional, because I was like having flashbacks, and just like a lot of emotional like things came up from that. I think it just like kind of triggered it. And so I think the doctor thought that I was crying because I was still in pain, but I wasn't in pain after the cupping things came off. I was just like more in emotional trauma was why I was crying. So anyways, he put this stuff on my back. I couldn't really think about it because I was kind of crying, but I was also having anxiety because I didn't know what the fuck he put on my back. Like, I know this sounds crazy, but this is just like my thoughts out loud of what was happening that I'm saying to you guys. So then he comes back in and he puts a hot towel on top of my back after he put this lint mitt stuff on, which I still don't know what the fuck it is. I still don't know what it is now. I'm thinking it's like some type of icy hot cream, like times 1,000, because my back was fucking burning from whatever the fuck he put on me, like all the way home. That as soon as I got home, I had to take a shower to try to get it off of me because it was like freaking me out and it felt really weird. I know that that sounds like a really bad experience. And then I was crying like all the way home, crying like a little bitch. I was just being a little bitch. Like, that's what I felt like, even though I'm sure like emotionally inside I have good reason to have been crying or whatever, but I didn't feel like that. I just felt like a little bitch. And then later on that night, Travis was telling me, like, did you ever talk to anybody about like your accident and the things that you went through like emotionally when you were younger? Because I had my accident when I was 15. And I was like, no. He's like, yeah. He's like, I think because like everyone was so worried about like your physical health and like, you know, you being able to walk and relearning how to walk again. And then when I was relearning how to walk, sometimes my legs would give out. I mean, I would lose feeling in my legs. One of the times when I was in the hospital practicing walking or whatever, I had collapsed and I broke my ankle and my knee, or like cracked my kneecap or something. on top of having a broken back and trying to relearn how to walk, there was just a lot of focus on like me getting back to somewhat of normality and being able to walk again and like whatever. And I was in a wheelchair for a while, so people were very, like, my family and everybody was very focused on like my physical well-being, but nobody ever dealt with what happened emotionally to me, and like going through something like traumatic like that. I just never talked about it. I didn't even think about it until Travis brought it up last night. And I just thought that's a really good point, you know? Like, I mean, I've talked about my accident before, but I've never really talked about like having flashbacks and really bad anxiety and panic attacks and all this stuff, which I think is from my accident, to like a therapist, you know? I go in and I talk to the therapist about my anxiety problems, but I don't talk about the actual accident. And so I thought that was like a really good point. I think that, well, for one, I'm just really glad that he brought that up, because I never even really thought about that, which is really stupid. You would think like, I don't know. Anyways, so I think that I'm going to go to the therapist to talk about some of that stuff. Maybe it will help me a little bit with my PTSD. Who the fuck knows like really what it is, because I don't even know. Maybe I'll be able to get some, you know, help with that. It's kind of like something that happened recently. So the doctor gave me these iron pills. This should be a fucking story time video, but I feel like I'm neglecting my vlogging channel, so maybe I'll do a separate story time video and you guys will just hear it first. The doctor gave me these iron pills, and I'm supposed to take 4 of them a day. 2 tabs in the morning, 2 tabs at night of these iron pills. I just thought they were iron pills. But then Travis looked at the bottle. He's like, no, there's a bunch of like herbs and other supplements like in with the iron pills. So I was like, okay, whatever. I'm not even gonna like try to freak out about taking this. I freak out about taking a new vitamin. Like, I don't like taking pills. Again, I have really bad anxiety and I just think that they're gonna kill me. And I know that that sounds crazy, but that's just what goes on in my mind. I just literally think of the worst possible thing that could happen in every situation, and it sucks. Like, I really don't want to be like that, but I am, and I'm trying to work on it. Nothing is helping really, but so anyways, I was like, fuck it, if these pills are gonna make me have more energy and feel better, and now I'm scared that I'm fucking anemic and I don't have enough iron, so I'm like, I just started taking them. Took them yesterday, took them today, and I've been feeling all sorts of weird, and I'm like, what the fuck is in those iron pills? Like, if you follow me on Snapchat, you would know the weirdness, because it was going on Snapchat tonight, and it's just kind of funny. Maybe I'll put in some Snapchat clips if I can remember. Yeah, peanut butter and jelly sandwich sounds great, honey. Thank you. So the filming struggle has been real. We're using a new camera. We don't know how to use it. I have bangs today. I wish I had a camera crew to do all this stuff for me, because this shit is fucking hard. I don't want to do it anymore. This is me giving up on life. This is what my boobs look like when they're all smashed together. I really need to get smaller boobs because they're really annoying and they get in the way. By the way, do you think that these bangs are real or fake? I said bangs, not boobs. We all know my boobs are fake. But are my bangs real or fake? Let me know on Twitter. So, a little YouTube secret. I'm filming a video right now and I have no pants on. Like, literally no pants, no underwear, just a t-shirt. And I'm filming. Feeling good. Feeling kind of like my old filming days right now. That was kind of funny. That was funny. Come on. Are you ever on the toilet and like you're pooping and you really want to do a Snapchat, but you're like, should I do a Snapchat? Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe people will know I'm pooping. Well, I don't have those thoughts. I know most people do, but not me. I just Snapchat while I poop and I talk to you. I'm a proud pooper. Everybody poops. Keeps getting in my face. Yeah. Can we just like look at this liner? Slay, bitch. Slay. Yeah. Slay. Slay all day. Slay. 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 Slay all day. Slay. 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 Slay all day. I know you guys are probably like, Shannon, what has gone into you? Why are you acting so funny? Well, the acupuncture guy I saw yesterday gave me these fucking iron pills. And they are making me real hyper and real confident. By confident, I mean I've been walking around with no pants on today, like all day, and I have like major cottage cheese all over my ass and legs. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be covering that shit up, like feeling bad for my husband, but not today. Oh no. I'm just like, yeah, honey, those are my legs and my ass. And you know, if he tries to say that, I'm gonna be like, what you looking at, huh? You looking at me? What are you looking at? I need to put some pants on, guys. The more like the hours go by, I'm like, what the fuck are in those iron pills? Because it's like not just iron, it's like iron and herb supplements. And I'm like, what is in there? Trying to trick me with your drugs, bitch. Because I'm feeling all sorts of something today. I'm just like Snapchatting away, and the last Snapchat I had to delete because my whole butt was in it. I don't know if you can see, but there's a mirror right there, and that is my butt. Oh my god. Can I just say something? I always try to burp loud. It never works. That was the loudest burp, and I just got it on camera. Yes! So that's basically what's been going on. I really am going to try my best to vlog more, but like I said, there's just been so much going on. It's like, it's just a lot. It's a lot going on. I got a B12 shot the other day, do the acupuncture thing. I have physical therapy tomorrow. I've been going to a lot of different doctors for all different sorts of things. My life is never boring. Like, I guess that's like a positive way of looking at what's going on. But I miss you guys, and I miss vlogging. I fucking love vlogging. I really do. You know, when you put yourself online for like, you know, the world to see and like criticize you and stuff, it's one thing like for me to talk about things that have happened in the past to me that I've like dealt with and like moved on from, and like I don't have any insecurities about, but because of everything that's going on right now and I'm like still dealing with it, it's very hard for me to like put it out online because of people like, there's just a lot of really mean people, and I like to read my comments and respond to you guys, and like sometimes when I see comments that are just like really hateful or just like mean or just like trying to criticize you, unless you have a YouTube channel with a significant amount of followers, like you might not like worry about that, but when you have like over 50,000 followers, like you start getting mean people like coming and saying stuff, and right now I'm just not in the position to put that out there to get those comments. So for the people that are always sweet and like my loyal fan bam, like obviously if it was just you guys, I wouldn't mind. I would love to share this with you, but because there's those other people, it just sucks, and like you guys are gonna have to wait because I just am not strong enough right now to deal with any backlash or just negativity and like drama with everything. Just trying to keep my life like as stable as possible right now, and it's been really unstable. Like if you guys knew what was going on right now in my life, I think you guys would be pretty shocked because nobody really knows about any of this, not even some of my closest friends. So it's just not the right time, basically. Like I said, once I deal with it and I feel comfortable, I obviously will be happy to share. It's what I do. I share my life on YouTube. So I just wanted to kind of like update you guys and let you guys know like what's going on in my life and why I kind of haven't been posting every day and vlogging often and all that. It's just, I'm just trying to keep up with my main channel, let alone my vlogging channel. So, but I haven't forgot about you guys. Sorry, there's some noise going off outside. And I just wanted to update you and tell you that I love you very much. And I really appreciate you guys still, the people that are still here and watching my channel. I will do my best to vlog as much as I can. And I just want you guys to know I really appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. Like I really do mean that. Thank you. Thank you. And I think that's it. So I love you. I'm sending you guys all my love and all my positive energy. And I hope to see you in my next video.